Welcome back. I'm going to verify this half angle formula for sine. So the first thing I want to do is let's let x be equal to u over 2. So then if I multiply both sides by 2, I would get that 2x is equal to u. Okay, so that's just one thing that's going to help us out. And now the other thing is that we have given the Pythagorean identity that sine squared x is equal to 1 minus cosine squared of x. So if I went to take the square root of both sides, then I can have that sine of x is equal to the positive or negative square root of 1 minus cosine squared of x. Okay, so using those two things, let's work on our proof here. So sine of u over 2, that's going to be equal to sine of x based on how I defined x. Okay, and now that is equal to the positive or negative square root of 1 minus cosine squared of x. Okay, next I'm going to use a power lowering property or the formula. So instead of cosine squared, I'm going to rewrite that as 1 plus cosine of 2x all over 2. And now I know what 2x is worth. I'm going to replace that with u. So I would have positive negative square root of, let's see, I'm just going to divide this by 2 and this by 2. So it would just be minus 1/2, and then distributing that negative, that would be cosine of u over all over 2. And so then that would be positive or negative square root of 1/2. 1 minus 1/2 is 1/2. And then minus cosine u over 2. And then we can just combine those fractions in there. 1 minus cosine of u all over 2. And so that just verified the half angle formula there, right? Because that was what I was trying to show that sine x was equivalent to. So, all right, so now we can actually go through and use it. All right, so we're going to try and figure out an exact value for cosine of 22.5. Now let's just remember that cosine of half an angle is equal to positive negative square root of 1 plus cosine of double that number, so it would be of u all over 2. So if I'm given something like cosine of 22.5, well, it's not on the unit circle, so I certainly don't have that memorized. But 22.5 times 2, that I do have memorized. That's 45 degrees. So because 22.5 is half of something I know, then our half angle formula really comes in handy. So this would be cosine of double that, so it would be 45 all over 2. Now we're in angle 22.5, that's in quadrant 1 at 22.5. So cosine is positive, so I get to use the positive one. And then I evaluate cosine of 45, that's square root of 2 over 2. And then I can simplify this. Instead of dividing by 2, I'm just going to write that as 1/2 times all of this. Square root of 2 over 2. And then, let's see, I'm going to let's write this as 2 over 2 here. So it would be 2 plus root 2 all over 2, and then we'll just multiply that by the half. So we would get, final answer is 2 plus square root of 2 all over 4. Okay, and let's do another one. So let's see, I need a tangent, and I have some information. I know what sine is, so that's a big help, and then I also know what quadrant we're in. So let's use that information. Sine of some angle is 1 over 5, and sine is the opposite over the hypotenuse. Okay, and then we're also in this area between 90 and 180, so we're in quadrant 2. And my opposite is just a little 1, and then my hypotenuse is pretty big, that's 5. And here's my angle U. So I can use quadratic formula and figure out my x there. Because it's in quadrant 2, we would need our x to have a negative value. Okay, so there's quite a bit of information. Let's work on the problem. So u, tangent of u over 2. I'm going to pull out my half angle tangent formula, which tells me that that is equivalent to 1 minus cosine of u all over sine of u. Okay, 1 minus, well, let's see, cosine I don't have yet, but I can easily get that. That is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. And we just found out what the adjacent is. That is negative 2 root 6. Okay, so that gives me that my cosine is the adjacent, negative 2 root 6, all over the hypotenuse, which is 5. Okay, so I'm going to replace cosine u with a negative 2 root 6 all over 5. And now my sine, that was given. That's 1/5. So I'm going to replace sine. Oh, and that was a u. Okay, so that is 1/5. So I would have 1 plus 2 root 6 over 5, all divided by 1/5, which is the same thing as multiplying by 5 over 1. So then that gives me 5 plus 2 root 6 as my final answer. Okay, one more in this video. So in this one I'm being asked to take the tan or the sine of 2 times the arctan of x, and I just am trying to simplify that down. Often when we have expressions with an inverse, it's helpful to give ourselves another variable. So I'm just going to let arctan of x be equal to a, so then that means that tangent of a would be equal to x. Okay, so I'm just going to plug that in. So sine of 2 times arctan of x, that would be equal to sine of 2 times a, and then we can use our double angle for formula for sine. That is 2 times sine a times cosine of a. Okay, you ready to stop? Well, we can't quite yet, right? Because we are still trying to get this in terms of x, but we have all these a's here. So let's come back over here and think about, well, what does it mean to be tangent of a is equal to x? I can write that as x over 1, and then tangent is opposite over adjacent. So I'm going to draw myself a little picture. Let's see. I have, here's my little angle A. Opposite is x, adjacent is 1. I need sine. Well, let's use Pythagorean theorem and figure out our hypotenuse. Okay, so we have 1 squared plus x squared is equal to hypotenuse squared. And so then hypotenuse is always positive, so h is the square root of 1 plus x squared. And now that lets me just figure out my sine. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, opposite. Opposite is x. Hypotenuse, we just figured out, square root of 1 plus x squared. Okay, cosine. Cosine is adjacent, which is 1 over hypotenuse. Last time we checked, that was square root of 1 plus x squared. Now we are going to simplify this, and we get square root times the square root. That simplifies down to 2x all over 1 plus x squared. Okay, so we are done. And that is, that is showing all those double angle, half angle, power lowering, lots and lots of formulas in this section.